guys, Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends, still dreaming of the new Silver Drake skin. When are they gonna add it? When are they gonna add it? How much is it gonna cost? Hopefully it's free or farmable.
After selling his kidney on the black market.
But maybe I'm just being naive there. Welcome to the video. Today, we are going to go ahead and show the most efficient, the best way to farm up food in this game. Food can be very monotonous, and it can also present an extreme opportunity for waste for a lot of players, both in time and resources, if you don't use the best methods out there. So it's been about a year and a half since I've done a guide on this, and frankly, the last one, just not very happy with. So I'm redoing, talking about the best proven method for everybody out there to be farming or leveling up, excuse me, your food. Let's start with the basics, right? Quests. Advanced quests. For this particular strategy, it's going to be important that you guys use your 5 silver keys every day in the Doom Tower. Might not sound like much, but brews are going to be a quintessential part of this strategy. So picking up 3 a day for free in your advanced quests just by using your silver keys in Doom Tower is going to be important to do. That will add up, obviously, every day if you're doing that. So brews is going to be important. Also mystery shards, right? So let's go ahead. We have 50 slots open, 51. Let's go ahead and summon. Step 1, do your daily advanced quests. Use those keys, get those potions. Step 2 is open up your mystery shards, right? Open them up in bulk, fill up your entire collection of champions. This process will not take you too long, right? Probably about 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to farm up all these food to level to 2 stars, which we'll talk about. Now, sometimes you're going to get lucky and pull a rare. Make sure that you're not accidentally using a champion like Apothecary, say, for food. Make sure you're, keeping note if you pull an Armorger and you really want him. Other than that, though, everybody that we pull from Mystery Shards is generally going to be a food champion. We're not going to try to 6-star these uncommon and common champions here. So we're pulling them all. We pulled 50. I didn't see any good rares or anything like that, so that's totally cool. Now, step 3, we go into our tavern. So we go into our tavern, and what we're going to do is take these level 1 champions, these 1-star common champions, and we're going to go ahead and use a brew that's the same color as the champions. So Spirit Affinity, Spirit Brew, excuse me. We're getting 18,750 XP. If we don't do that, and we go with the magic, we're getting 12,500. That is a big waste of resources. Generally speaking, unless you really have to level up a champion, don't use the wrong color brews on those champions. You're just throwing away time, resources, energy, whatever. So moral of the story is, don't waste your brews. Use the appropriate color. Capiche?
Mistakes get made, that's alright, that's okay. In the end, it's better for you.
We're gonna use only 1 brew. Only 1 brew. Now you can see why getting 3 brews a day is actually helpful, right? 1 brew per champion, and then we're gonna use 3 champions, and that will be perfect amount of XP to take it exactly without wasting anything to level 10. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade. That costs about 10k silver, and now we have a 2-star champion, or champion that we can now use other 1-stars to get to level 2, to get to 2 stars rank. That's exactly what we do here, and the idea here is if we're gonna try to get everybody to 2 stars, then we can go into the campaign. So you'd want to rinse and repeat here, okay? We have Troglodyte. Let's go ahead and find our brews. Oh, we're in the rank section here. Go to upgrade level, go to brews. Again, he is a spirit. That's great because I have the most spirit brews. Well, I guess I have 4, so a little bit more. We're going to go in again, add 3 other common champions. Boom. Exactly enough experience to get him to level 10. This is so much more efficient than using your energy, basically overspending for your experience in campaign to get only to level 2. That's why this brew strategy is definitely best. And again, we can upgrade these champions. And what we're gonna do is essentially do this again and again and again and again until we have a bunch of level 2 champions. And then we can start farming them and using the other level 2s that we're using this strategy on, we can use those to go ahead and get them to level 3. And in the matter of an hour or so, you're gonna be sitting on a few 4-star champions. That is pretty impressive in terms of only taking about an hour's time when using this strategy. So now we're gonna pretend that I've done a lot more than I have, right? Let's say that I've repeated this process 3 or 4 times. Now I have a full stock of level 2 champions. Now it's time for step number 4. So let me just go to that. Let's just pretend that I have it all 2 stars at this point, right? We go to campaign, step number 4, the best place to farm is going to be 12-3, right? 12-3 for silver efficiency, meaning we want to get some silver. Campaign farming is really expensive when it comes to energy cost, right? 8 per battle on brutal difficulty, which is the best place to farm in terms of bang for your buck. That's a lot of energy, right? Considering these runs sometimes only last 5 to 15 to 20 seconds, depending on who your campaign farmer is. Your energy will deplete very quickly. That's why, again, even better to save some energy and use those brews instead to get the champions to, 2-star rank. So 12-3 is the best stage, in my opinion, to farm. You get a little bit extra silver, a little bit less XP. If you're just going for XP, go 12-6. You might be saying, Ash, I just started this game out. I can't get to 12-3 on brutal. I can only get there on normal or on hard. Just stick with 12-3 on normal and hard until you're able to farm your way up to brutal, okay? If you can clear Nightmare, sure, some people farm 12-3, like end to end game, but still, efficiency-wise, you're better off just staying on brutal in terms of the energy versus the experience that you get, especially time, considering. So now we're going to go into 12-3. We are going to take our campaign farmer. I have Fellhound as my campaign farmer. You can use Bellower. You can use your starting champion, right? Fellhound, in my opinion, is the best option in the game. Also very important here, guys, is we want to use all 3 of these slots. We want to use all 3 of them. If we only use one slot, what is happening with our total experience that we're going to be getting? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Let me just get these 2 stars in there. 2-star, 2-star, 2-star. Fantastic. So what is happening here? We're splitting the experience 4 ways. So Fellhound, it's not going to count, right? I mean, obviously, he's already max level. He's not going to gain anything from his 25% allocation or share of the experience. But these 3 champions will split the rest of it. If I only have 2 champions here, it's going to be a 50-50 split. So I'm essentially throwing away a bunch of extra energy onto Fellhound. He's getting 50% of the experience, whereas my food is not. So you should always farm with 3 food champions at the same time. So we've already leveled them up to level 2. Of course, a couple uncommons here as well. They were already level 2, but who cares? You guys get the point. And then we're just going to campaign farm here. And again, Fellhound, fantastic campaign farmer option for you guys. And then boom. Eat that, Plarium. We've got some fast, efficient campaign farming going on right now. So we go ahead and sell our artifact, shield sell for a little bit extra silver, and we're already up to level 8. Now, the next tip for you guys is pretty obvious, but always, before you go into campaign farm, check a couple things. Number 1 is make sure that your experience boost is on. This is something that I would even buy with gems in the shop if I was about to spend a ton of energy on campaign farming. Think about it, guys. If you're farming without an XP boost on, what is it, 240 gems? It's pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey out there, but there's also all kinds of quests and stuff that you can get for XP boost as well. But if you're farming without the XP boost on, get out of here with these pop-ups.
I was just passing by.
You're throwing away. It's increasing your experience in every battle by 100%. You're throwing away so much energy, double your energy to get the same bang for your buck. So always make sure you have your XP boost on. Let me double check the price on that. I remember on my free to play, I had to buy an XP boost a couple times, especially when you're gonna go on a mammoth campaign farming, using all your auto battles. Definitely worth the 280 gems. I know that's a big steep price, honestly, as well, but it just shows the importance before you go on one of those binges, those big long campaign farm, gonna farm up a bunch of 6 stars. Always make sure you have the experience. The other thing that you're going to want to do here, guys, is make use, when we go to the multi-battle option, always use your Q, obviously, right? It's going to help you out tremendously. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we're picking a bunch of other champions. Let's just pretend these are all like common and uncommon.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, there we go. So we're just going to basically take everybody, right? I'd rather have more champions in queue, even if I'm not going to use them. So we're just going to go all out here. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to take 20 champions. Now they're all in queue. And what that's going to do is as these champions get to max level, as these food get to max level, when we have to rank them up again, it's just going to obviously substitute them out and other champions in. So guys, that's it. That's step 5. Step 6 is really pertaining more to the mid and the end game, right? But this is something beyond even campaign farming, beyond even the most efficient way to start out ranking champions up, is to think of the final steps in the process, right? And that is dungeon farming for experience as well. 2 birds, 1 stone. We talk about that here all the time on the channel. So tip number 6 is try to get to the point with your dungeon teams where you can free up a free slot. You can beat Dragon with only 4 or 3 champions or 2 champions, depending on, you know, where you're at in your account. And then overnight, when you're auto farming that dungeon anyway, when time doesn't even matter to you, you can be way more efficient with your energy and get some experience on those champions as well. Let me go ahead and give you an example here. I can see it took around like what, 5 or 6 battles or so, don't quote me on that, to get them already to 3 stars. So that first star helping out just unbelievably. So as an example here, guys, sure, I mean, this is OP pay to win, Tomb Lord fully empowered with that Alcazar. But Tomb Lord can just solo Dragon 25, right? So what I would do is overnight, instead of just loading it up to make my team a little bit faster, who cares? The cost is going to be the same, and I don't care if it takes a few minutes longer. I'm just going to fill it up with food instead, and we go right in here and edit queue again. We can do the same exact thing, guys, as we farm our dungeons, and we can even use this method to level up the champions that we do want, not food, but just champions we want to max out, champions we want to take to 6 stars. Now guys, listen, leveling up champions in this game and, you know, the extremely arduous process of leveling up food again and again and again and again and again. Oh, that's a just get 1 6-star champion, it can be defeating. But I have faith in you. Trust me, if you use this method, you're gonna find that it's the most efficient, right? It's at least you can rest assured, rest easy at night, and sleep sound, because we all know that Raid Shadow Legends is #1 on the mind all the time, right?
Seal of the Dread.
When knowing that you're using the best method out there to do that, and you're not throwing away any of your time or hard-earned resources in this game. You can do it, you will do it, and once you get a few 6 stars, especially if you're a newer player, things definitely get a lot easier, so hang in there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys watching all the way till the end, and as always, take care, guys.